Well, good morning. Here I am. I mean, probably the wind will be blowing through this and you may not hear me brilliantly, but I've stood behind this little shed here just to sort of give a little bit of cover. But what a terrain, what a beautiful setup. This is Upavon Golf Course and I'm here Friday morning, thankful Friday. A huge sense of gratitude and relief in some respects, but what a week. I mean, up to the Emirates Stadium. I said I was going to an amazing venue, so it was the Emirates Stadium. I was there on Monday with a fantastic team setting up for a huge leadership conference for City and Guilds. An amazing organisation, a beautiful charitable organisation which actually does so much good in creating skills for life and helping people to set themselves up and get them in jobs, get the qualifications they need, build their qualities and their portfolio whilst in work and in jobs, and then be able to move on to the next one. It was changing people's lives without a shadow of a doubt. But we had 140 odd leaders from the top of top echelons of City and Guilds, and of course they're all leaders, but it was just brilliant speakers came in. I was lucky enough to bring James Bashall, former Lieutenant General, retired, but Bash, a superb guy, set the thing up with a great initial speech, and mission team self really stood out to everyone, and lots of his stories and time in Basra and then with the Royal British Legion. So a very special day, very special presentation from him. A plenary then with a panel up to talk about and reflect on some of the things he said, then breaking out into workshops, and we repeated that. It was rinse and repeat, and time to reflect, time to take actions, loads and loads of opportunities to build relationships across the whole of that organisation, which is, sizable, and with 150 there, clearly loads of people didn't know each other. We were mixed up tables, and an incredible venue, and looked after but superb by Jess, the events team, and her events team at Arsenal. But it was just truly a special event, and energy grew. And the last session, it was an amazing speech and talk by Donald Clark, who is right up there in the AI world and understands it. Really was the provocateur and got everyone thinking, okay, how do we embrace AI? How do we bring it into our lives? How do we use it in training and education and quality control, and just about anything really? And if you're not in it and using it, you're going to be left behind. That was his clear message. So it was very powerful, and again a very good panel there. And our final session, on Wednesday, again, sadly the speaker couldn't come in, or penultimate second couldn't come in, but the panel were fantastic, and they were in training establishments in colleges, Oakland College up near Welling or Hartford, and just their stories of how skills had changed their lives and how they're really embracing what City and Guilds are offering. So it was a truly special. And the last session on the last day was with Sally, who was a beautiful friend and colleague who did a leadership program with me 15 years ago, and has gone on to just be a most amazing director and a technical director, but actually leading people is her penchant and her skill. And she told her story with such humility and such skill and such dignity. It just embraced the whole of the 2 days, but particularly to bring it together at the end. And it resonated with women, but it resonated with everyone because of the way she told it, but the journey she'd been on and the challenges she'd faced. So that was a great way to finish it. And an energy about the place, and the care of people, the willingness to put the effort in and work so hard. I heard stories of people who had lost members of their team because of illness and serious illnesses in some cases, and just working away to try to continue to pursue the purpose of City and Guilds. It was magical. It was alchemy. And I was working with a brilliant lady called Maggie Matthews from the Oxford Group, another great leadership organisation and business owned by City and Guilds. But Maggie and I just clicked. We'd only met on the Monday for the first time. We'd seen each other loads of times on screen through in the build-up and the planning and preparation for this. First time we met was on Monday afternoon. But we clicked and we worked really, really well together. We had each other's backs, and it was fun, it was engaging, and we kept the energy up, and it was just a joy to be part of. And I left there and went straight up to North London, up to Hertford, Dartford or to Welwyn Garden City and to a very beautiful venue, Chewinbury Farm up there, and spent a day yesterday with Matt Hyde, former CEO of the Scouts, now CEO of the Lloyds Foundation. What an organised, what a charitable arm of a huge bank with huge amounts of money, and a small team doing incredible work around the country and broader with charities and funding them and making a difference in people's lives. This is the only work I want to do now, and to spend a day with his senior leadership team, pulling together a brand new team, or relatively new team I should say, a number of new people including himself, and it was a joy to work with him and that team, and sort of got on the train 8ish last night at Paddington to get home, you know, half 9, 10 o'clock, a little exhausted, but just grateful, hugely grateful for an amazing week, and learning from people and engaging them and bringing them on as well, and it's just, you couldn't be more rewarding. So that's my long story. I'll put it up. What a week. I'll send a couple of photographs of the Emirates, and let's hope. I'm out here. This is my single time, my happy time. I'm on my own. A bit of my introvert energy coming out, and I love it. So I'll leave you with these fantastic views, and I'll get back on the course. Take care. Have a fantastic Friday and weekend.